Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is straight out of Boston, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 8 of the Red Sox franchise here on MLB 14 The Show, and it is trade deadline time here in Season 1. Red Sox currently stand a game ahead of the Rangers for the second wildcard spot. So, I talk a lot about this in the GM's notes below, but I was looking in, sort of trying to trade a pitcher for an outfielder. We do have a big hole in center field, and we have a couple options here. PV being the main attractor, a guy that I don't see on the team for very long. Had a couple offers, Matt Holliday, Coco Crisp, but here's the one that I settled on, Michael Kadire for Jake PV. Now, the reasons for choosing Kadire over the other two are in the GM's notes below. Basically, an explanation of the trade, why I think it makes sense for both teams and all that stuff. Is in the description below. It's in the GM's notes, so go read that. I'm going to address on how I think it helps our team and all that good stuff. So check it out. Here are the lineups. I'm gonna have Kadire bat in third, and he should be playing right field, not center in that last lineup. We'll have to fix that. But also, one thing I really was excited about what this trade did was it allowed Brandon Workman to come up and pitch, and it's going to allow Ruby De La Rosa to move into the AAA rotation. De La Rosa is a guy that I really never thought of as a long-term starter, but after watching him pitch on Saturday night, watching the development of his changeup, his low 90s changeup to complement his high 90s fastball, he has three really good pitches now to combine with a slider, and I think he could definitely be a major league arm for the future. So I do want to stretch him out a little bit here, see what he can do as a starter down in AAA. And that fourth starter spot that's currently being occupied by Brandon Workman is sort of going to be up for grabs for the rest of the season. And if we make the playoffs, I'm not sure who's going to nab that fourth starter spot because Dubron has been shaky this year. I think Buchholz, Lester, and Lackey will be pretty for sure, but that fourth spot will be up for grabs as the year goes on. So Workman getting things started in his season debut. He gives this one up to Derek Jeter. That's going to one-hop up off the MLB sign on the right field wall. And I sort of misplayed this one pretty poorly with Victorino. Made a bad throw, and Jeter's in there safely at third with a one-out triple. Next batter is going to be the former Red Sox, Jacoby Ellsbury, and he's going to hit this one high and deep to left. That's going to bounce off the wall, played by Nava. He's going to try and fire it into second, but Ellsbury is plenty fast and actually hit the cutoff man right there. So it's an RBI double for Jacoby Ellsbury. Mark Teixeira up now, still one out in the inning, 1-2 count. Teixeira goes down. Ball gets away though a little bit, and I really did not have the reaction time to get Ellsbury at third. I just sort of predetermined my throw to first. So now Beltran gets jammed here, slow rolling on the third baseline. Ellsbury holds at third, but it does not matter. Beltran is too slow to get the first, and that is going to retire the side. So we head to the bottom of the first. Take a look at your Red Sox lineup. It'll be Michael Kadire's Red Sox debut, and I really think he strengthens the lineup. Grady Sizemore was sitting in the low 200s, and I have confidence in Shane Victorino being able to play center field for the rest of the year. He's a former center fielder, and I think if he's healthy, which he has been this year for the most part, then he should be fine at playing in center field. So he gets in the leadoff single right there to get things started in the bottom of the first inning. Next batter is Dustin Pedroia. Victorino going on the 2-1 pitch. That's a called strike. Victorino is in there safely, a head first slide, and he's got a stolen base. So runner on second now, 2-2 count. Next pitch, that is going to be strike 3, but it also gets away from him, and just like Ellsbury did in the last inning, Pedroia moves up to third base. So now Michael Kadire with a chance to come up and get his first RBI as a member of the Red Sox. Take a look at those home road splits. That's a little concerning. He does play, or he used to play in Coors Field, or not? Yeah, it's Coors Field, and it will be interesting to see if he can pick it up a little bit outside of Coors Field, but he ends up getting a slow roller there. Pedroia, or Victorino, I should say, coming hard. He actually makes it home safely, and Kadire gets an RBI ground out. So that is his first at bat as a member of the Boston Red Sox. And you can see the division standings there. We are currently in third place in the division, but as you guys saw before, currently first place in the wild card. So we get Soriano to strike out right there. Workman started to settle in a little bit after that rough first inning. Just had to get his feet under him. Soriano, an easy strikeout candidate. So bottom of the second now, David Phelps still on the mound for the Yankees. Looks like he gets a generous call right there. So the next pitch is a 2-2 pitch, and that is going to be lined down the left field line, just out of the reach of the third baseman, Brendan Ryan. And now the throw going to second. Appley's held to a single, but he does get on base. Now the next batter is going to be Daniel Nava, and Nava gets away with taking what should have been strike 3 right there, but instead it is ball 4. So Wally the Green Monster trying to get everyone excited here with 2-on and no out. Next batter is going to be Will Middlebrooks, the 2-2 count, and Middlebrooks sort of flies this one to center, or right field, I should say, and that is going to be called in by Carlos Beltran. He will fire it into the cutoff man, and you can see I'm trying to go to second right there. I really do not know how to only control one of the runners. Base running's never been something I'm good at in this game, so we actually get a double play. And then the next batter is Xander Bogaerts. He grounds into, or right back to the pitcher. Phelps throws on to first, and the Red Sox strand one and waste a 2-on and no out situation. So Workman back on the hill. He gets Brett Gardner looking there swinging. Another generous call from the ump, and I just said swinging. I meant looking. We get another generous call from the umpire, though. definitely want to take advantage. He's definitely been on our side so far in the afternoon, but that's a flat fastball over the middle to Jacoby Ellsbury, who's going to line that one back up the middle for a base hit. So Ellsbury's on base for the second time today, and when he's on base, he is dynamic. He's going on this pitch. First pitch to Sciarra is a called strike, throw down, not in time, and Ellsbury is into second with no men out. So Sciarra now with the 1-1 count, trying to pitch him outside so he can't get anything to the right side of the field. Instead, he hits a little dribbler. It does the job, gets Ellsbury over to third with just one out. Next batter is Carlos Beltran. We are going to 4-out Beltran, try to set up a double play with Brian McCann on deck. McCann having a much worse season than Beltran. So we're going to try to induce a double play. First pitch, that ball should not have been outside. It was sort of middle out, and it was supposed to be down and in, but either way, that ends up being a 3-run home run for Brian McCann, and he puts the Yankees back on top. 4-1 now is the score. So later in the inning, 1-2 count. Top of the fourth still, Alfonso Soriano once again goes down, and that would not be Alfonso Soriano's last strikeout of the evening. He would have a rough evening. Take straight 3 looking right there. Nice pitch by Workman. So bottom of the fourth now to lead it off, it's Michael Kadire. He's going to hit that one to center field, but Ellsbury comes on and makes a diving catch. A great play by the former Gold Glove winner. He did win the Gold Glove Award for center field in 2011, the year when he finished second in MVP voting to Justin Verlander. So on to the, or still in the bottom of the fourth, and David Ortiz takes that high fastball the other way. He hits that one into the green monster seat, so that's going to be a solo shot for Big Papi off of David Phelps, and he cuts the lead in half. It is now 4-2. As you can see, the big board showing love to a Big Papi, David Ortiz, and take a look, as always, sort of pimping it a little bit there. Ortiz does like to take his time going around the bases and does tend to watch his home run balls from the batter's box, but either way, it's not a big deal. Daniel Nava now later in the inning is going to hit this one high and deep to left field. That is going to, or left center field, that's going to be played by Ellsbury off the wall. Nava takes a big turnaround second. Now he's trying to get back. The throw is in time, and Nava is gunned out. So poor base running on my part. Base running is not something I'm good at, as you guys have probably seen so far this episode, but nice pitch by Workman there to get Derek Jeter on the changeup. Workman, despite the 3-run home runs, really the only big mistake he's made this game. But David Phelps started matching him, and he's got the lead right now, so advantage David Phelps. Top of the sixth, 1-2 count to Carlos Beltran. He's going to hit that one back up the middle for a base hit. It will be fielded by Victorino in center. He'll get it in, but it is a leadoff base runner for the Yankees here in the top of the sixth. As the action gets going in the Red Sox bullpen, it will be Breslow and Mujica warming up. McCann ends up just missing a pitch right there. You see they're going for the hit and run, and it actually works this time. That's going to get through to the right side. Looks like Pedroia might have had a shot at that had he been playing normal depth, but he had to, well, one, he's in double play depth anyway, but Alfonso Soriano goes down looking his third strikeout of the evening. So a chance for a double play ball with Dean Anna up. Instead, he's going to fly this one into center. Victorino charging hard. He's going to throw home. Runners tagging. The throw is in time. Carlos Beltran is gunned out at the plate. Victorino gets Workman out of the jam, and that is going to hold things at 4-2. Bottom of the sixth now, Shane Victorino here to lead it off at 2-0 count. Victorino takes this one to the opposite field deep, back at the wall. That is going to one-hop up off the wall, played by Beltran, who sort of misplays it out there, and Victorino's going to have himself an easy stand-up leadoff triple right there. You'll take a look at the replay here in just a moment, but Beltran had trouble playing this one off the wall. You can see lets it bounce a second time, and that was enough to let Victorino get the third. So next batter is Dustin Pedroia. First pitch, he hits this one deep to left field. That is back, and that is off the wall. Pedroia rounding first, heading for 2. He's going to be in there safely with the head first slide, and it's an RBI double for Dustin Pedroia. So that's going to do it for David Phelps. Joe Girardi's going to come out and call upon Jim Miller to come into this ballgame, and he will have to deal with the middle of the Red Sox lineup. Michael Kadire, the first up, he grooves one into center field. That one is back, and that one will grab some wall off the top of the center field wall. Kadire, not really a fast outfielder, but he's going to get all the way into third with an RBI triple. So we got a man on third now. Still no one out in the ending. Next batter is Big Papi, David Ortiz. 0-2 count. That is lined into right field. Beltran there. He will make the grab. He's going to fire it home. Kadire tagging. The throw is not in time, but Kadire freezes at home plate, and he's tagged out. Now, originally I thought this was a glitch, but upon further review, you can see Kadire off the bag, and you might not be able to tell, but at the same moment, that little white speck, that is the ball. So Kadire leaves early. That's going to be a double play, a big break for the Yankees, as that would have just been the first out in the inning. The next batter was retired, and it's still 4-4 as we're into the top of the seventh inning. We're with a man on second and 1 out. Jeter lines out to Pedroia. So Workman would intentionally walk the next batter, Jacoby Ellsbury, and we're going to bring in Craig Breslow to face Mark Teixeira. Now, Ellsbury's already been on base 3 times, and I didn't want to deal with him. Teixeira bloops one into center field, but Pedroia is there to track it down, and that is going to get the Red Sox out of the inning. So we're going to move on here to now the top of the 8th. Alfonso Soriano up already with 3 strikeouts tonight. Let's make it 4. He has not had a great day at the plate. That is strikeout number 4, as I said, and Breslow has given us an inning and a third so far. So we're on to the bottom of the 8th inning. Sean Kelly's going to come into this ball game working on himself another 3.31 ERA, just like Breslow. So bottom of the 8th now, first batter is Shane Victorino, and Victorino is going to get on base for the 3rd time tonight, a base hit back up the middle, his 3rd hit, and that is going to give us a leadoff base runner. So next batter is Dustin Pedroia. First pitch, instead of waiting for the 2-1 count, this time Victorino wastes no time, gets a great jump on Sean Kelly, who was slow to the plate as it is, and now he's going to steal second. So 0-1 count to Pedroia. Next pitch, he takes it the opposite way, just what he had to do. Hits it to Jacoby Ellsbury, whose noodle arm is going to be no match for Shane Victorino's speed, and he actually throws it away a little bit there. So Victorino easily gets the 3rd. Go-ahead run on 3rd with just 1 out. Biggest bat of his Red Sox career for Michael Kadire, and he lines to 3rd. Caught by Ryan, dives and tags Victorino, and it's a double play. Can't blame Kadire on that one. Line right to the glove, and just bad luck right there on the double play. So we're on to the top of the 9th inning. Breslow back out there for his 3rd inning of work, and you can see he strikes out Dean Anna. Next batter is pinch hitter Francisco Cervelli, who's going to ground out. That is now 2 away in the inning, and the next batter will be Brett Gardner, the 2-2 count. And that is going to be lined, caught by Bogaerts. So Breslow gives us 2 1/3 innings, shut down innings at that. So a great job by Craig Breslow out of the bullpen. I went with him over Koji in the night just because we had a couple lefties up there. So Thornton is going to come in to face David Ortiz, and he actually does his job, gets David Ortiz to strike out. But Girardi's going to stick with Thornton here for the next 2 batters. Napoli and then Nava are due up, so Napoli's up with the 3-1 count. He takes ball 4 in the backdoor slider attempt, which failed right there from Matt Thornton. So Daniel Nava due up, but Nava struggles against lefties, so we're going to call upon our other platoon player in left field, Johnny Gomes, a left-handed killer of sorts. So he's going to come up, man on first, 0-1 count. Thornton kicks and deals. That ball driven to center field. Ellsbury going back at the track, at the wall, and it is gone. A pinch hit, 2-run walk-off home run for Johnny Gomes, and the Red Sox win it 6-4. It's a come-from-behind victory for the Sox, and Johnny Gomes does it again. He had 2 walk-off home runs last season, one of them as a pinch hitter, and this time he gets his 3rd as a member of the Red Sox. He'll touch them all, and he will be mobbed by his teammates at home plate. No punting of the helmet, no carrying it in like a running back as he did last year, but instead he will just toss it away and get mobbed by his teammates. The Red Sox pick up a 6-4 victory. They get their 61st win of the season, and Brandon Workman gets the no decision in his first start of the season. Check out the replay. Gomes just grooves that fastball, lines it into deep center field, and that one just goes a couple inches to the right of the yellow line. Now, if you guys don't know Fenway Park, if that ball goes to the right of the yellow line, it's a homer. To the left of the yellow line, it is a ball in play off of the monster. So a little bit of luck right there too. Hit it just to the right part of the ballpark, and Johnny Gomes gets it done. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.